Well, that sounds about exactly as I expected from the title. I'm getting like big kind of dying fetus vibes from this, like right off the bat. Imagine saying that sentence to a normie. Oh man, metal sometimes. I love it. The name Lamb of God is what put me off with the band too. I thought it was some hyper religious shit. Really? Bro, you Europeans, bro. Always so literal. Frying Detus. This feels like the music they put on before the opening act has started. Man, that is so true. That is so true. That is so true. Okay, here is one of my biggest pet peeves when going to a concert, and I feel like this could be wrapped up into like a bigger concert like etiquette video. But to me, you should never be playing metal that's heavier than the band that's about to come on next. Does anybody disagree with that statement? So if you have a band, let's say they're like melodic death metal, a band, let's just say just for example, you don't want to be putting on like, you know, brutal slamming death metal before a melodic death metal band, right? Because then the contrast between the two won't be as great, right? The music that you hear in between is like heavier, more intense, and more faster, more chaotic, I guess, than the band coming on stage. In fact, in my opinion, it'd be way better if they just played like classic rock songs in between band sets. That, right? You know, you have like a metal band, they come on, they play their stuff, you know, it slaps, it's great. Yeah, hell yeah. Then they come on and, you know, they start playing like Journey in between or something like that. Yeah, hell okay, you know, crowd gets into it. You know, it lightens the mood. And then the next band comes on and they bring it back with the riffs. You know what I mean? Whereas if you go to a show and all you hear, like MH says, like opening, enter band music sounding like this. Coming over the PA, especially if it's played at any sort of loud volume, it honestly just kind of like minimizes the impact of the next band coming up. Does anybody disagree here? Anybody disagree? Any thoughts? Oh yeah. Last Amon Amarth show I went to at Cannibal Corpse at Obituary opening. True, but the opening bands don't really matter. I'm talking about the music that they play in between the bands. You know what I mean? Man, MH, that's just so true. I feel like I've heard the song like hundreds of times in between sets at shows, bro. Crazy. That's such an astute observation. Do I like Rivers of Nile? I've heard Rivers of Nile. They're pretty good. I kind of disagree. You want to put music on that gets people hyped. The heaviness doesn't matter. Basically, just put on popular metal that'll make people happy. Okay, that's true. That's true. Oftentimes, I've been to a couple shows. They'll play like an Iron Maiden song in between. You know, crowd starts singing along. What am I talking about, man? If you just, you know, all you're going to hear is crazy blast beats the whole night. And then in between, all you're hearing is crazy blast beats the whole night. That'll really begin to like fatigue your ears. And that's actually like one of my biggest concert pet peeves for sure. For sure. That's true. I saw Avenged Sevenfold a few days ago and Mr. Bungle was Mr. Bungle. Wow. And they play a lot of heavy songs. And when Avenged Sevenfold, and in between, I was like, cool, I didn't feel like moshing. Yeah, exactly. Like degrades the impact, I guess is the best way to put it. I think as long as the vibe of the music fits the band's playing, I'm good with it. Okay, maybe I'm just the weirdo then. Maybe it's just the Atlanta venue where the shows around me play all kinds of stuff in between bands. Britney Spears, Lamb of God, random rap songs, even her Tiny Tim ones. I'm totally fine with that. I don't really give a shit what they play in between as long as it's not heavier music than the next band to come or like more crazy blast beats. So yeah, I'd rather have a band play like pop songs or whatever in between than, you know, like this type of music here. Julian, have a good day at the outdoor game, bro. Have a nice time in Florida. If you're at a fetus show, I want to hear Metallica or Priest, but not like Poison. Okay, yeah, true. This outro is better than the rest of the song. Yo, what's up, John, bro? So I get more annoyed if in-between music isn't relevant to the band's playing. See, I almost like that more. If the music in between bands is like completely different, that's excellent. When I saw Archspire live, they were playing like, yeah, pop music before they came on. You know what I mean? It's the contrast that makes it pop. All right, okay, for this song here, I gotta say, it was like, I know I was talking about something else the whole time, but this type of like super fast, super intense, I guess what you call it, like deathcore, technical deathcore, just doesn't really do much for me. I'll be honest with you guys. Even a lot of the Dying Fetus stuff doesn't really do much for me. It's just too, I don't know, I just get filtered by it. Maybe I'm too low IQ, you know, don't get by it, but it's just like too much. You know, it's almost like too much. Needs to be a little bit more focused, I guess. This is kind of cool that it's like old, and I like the album cover. Again, like a nice contrast between the music here and the album cover. I thought that was kind of cool, but I don't know. I'd rather listen to like the first Dissection album than this. You know what I mean? Winds of Creation. I'll give that, I'll give this a 5 out of 10. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I'm feeling mean today, boys. Based. Flesh got us some neoclassical stuff, and that's an amazing vibe. Yeah, see, that's excellent. If you can like tie it into like the theme of your band, or if you're more like a goofy band like Archspire, you play some more goofy stuff for sure. You meant Decapitated? Yeah, Decapitated. Sorry, yeah, Decapitated Winds of Creation. Yes. Aborted played Darude Sandstorm in the middle of their set. Damn, that's based. As like, dude, the crowd would actually get fired up when they played it. Yeah, that would go hard. That would go hard. Okay. Well, it seems I'm kind of a weirdo on this point here, so I guess we'll I'll concede the point. I'll concede the point. I don't know. It just pisses me off. Like, say you're seeing prog metal and then like the sound guy's just playing blast beats, you know, brutal death metal the whole time in between. It just tires my ears, I guess. But the sound guy probably just plays whatever on Spotify and goes out to smoke anyways. So it's okay. Some things just hit less. Last week we had Megadeth as the appetizer. True. All right, boys. Well, let's keep moving on then. I will shut the hell up. I'll probably make that into a YouTube slop video as well for the second channel. Which, by the way, if you guys have not subscribed, go check out varvis.yt, the second channel there. Been posting stream highlights and all this other good stuff there. So yeah, go check that out. Yeah, go check it out, boys. Oh, Phil, what's up, buddy? Watain. Okay, let's go. Now we got Watain, Sworn to the Dark. Bro, forgot to put my Watain request. Do you think I did, buddy? Do you think I did? Seems like we've listened to this song before, but I'll listen to it again. Crazy Johnny Craig clip, lol. He was one of the best live singers I've ever heard back in the Amorosi years. So loud, too. Johnny Craig is the GOAT, man. Johnny Craig, easily one of the best singers of like our generation ever. It's too bad that the bro just like can't get it together. Crazy. Something that is a little bit annoying for me is when the opening act doesn't have anything to do with the opening, with the headlining act, you mean? Yeah, hell yeah. What do you mean? I think you really have to be very different to do it. Damn, called out. It haunts me. As soon as I enter the stream, you mentioned second channel. Yeah, it's a video editor right there. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's go, boys. Let's go. Cringe, religious proselytizing. Cringe. I'm gonna redo Death Song tier list someday. Maybe. I'm actually gonna have a video about spiritual healing coming out soon, as well as 1 and 0 tolerance and Control Denied. I've gotten a little bit scatterbrained in my script writing. I gotta get it together. But yeah, maybe I'll do it live. I'll do it live again. It's time for a joke. How do you call an editor who hunts? A predator. Are Serbian jokes even worse than German jokes, boys? I don't Most of my favorite concerts of all time has been Watain, man. They're seriously dedicated to the live experience. Oh yeah, I can totally see that, man. Yeah, just go based off this video that you've seen, a couple other ones. Yeah, I would go see Watain live, and I'm not even like a big black metal fan, but I would definitely go see them live. Like, this looks fun as fuck. Gotta go do something for a couple hours. I'll be back a little bit later. All right, Jose, we'll see you, buddy. We'll see you. Yo, Axel Gentile. Whoa, first time here. Oh, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Tarlk, what's up, buddy? What's up? As my request, I want Alcest. Yeah, okay, no problem. We'll put that right in the queue for you, Gorthal. To the dark. Although I gotta say, a catchy chorus is decidedly untrue. Sweden has a long history of singing in groups, so the whole catchy chorus is bred into us. It's in all genes. Bro thinks that Sweden invented singing together in a group. That's everybody, bro. Yeah, pretty good song. I think we've heard that maybe even like thrice now on stream. But yeah, I always enjoy Watain. They really ride that fine line of being, you know, having that sort of black metal crunch and like grit and grime to it, and that sort of. If black metal bands, they're not going for like an icy sound, they often have like a very like fiery, like demonic flame, intense heat about the music. Do you kind of know what I mean? Like that type of vibe around it. And Watain really rides that fine line of having that sort of intense, for lack of a better word, like dark heat to it with like a healthy mix of like melody and catchy choruses too. Yeah, always enjoy Watain. Pretty good band, pretty good song. I'll give that one, I'll give that an 8 out of 10. That was good. Hell yeah. Oh, gotta get the classic, boys. The classic. What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? I think that's by far my favorite. No! Today, I just realized I can trigger the scenes with my keyboard. Okay, well, I just noticed that. I think the What's Up one has to be my favorite. Yo! Primal! Oh my god! Let's fucking go!
Sent 20 Kanon and Fever Sturm Trupp, live at Summer Breeze.
Yo, is that a super Yo! Primal Texas with the 20 USD. Kanon and Fever Sturmtrupp. Live at Summer Breeze. I love it, bro. I love it. I fucking love my request video is the whole concert, and it's the first song about 9 minutes in. Okay. Hell yeah, I love Kanon and Fever. Let's do it. I'll put it right in the queue, and we're gonna play next because that is a super chat. Kanon and Fever. I always spell it wrong. Sturmtrupp. Live at Summer Breeze. Dude, is Summer Breeze like the ultimate live footage concert festival? Like, I think the best live footages always come out of Summer Breeze, bro. Always. That was Primal with the super chat. All right, boys. We're going to listen to that one next because that is the super chat. Here's the one, pure in his heart, shining back in the bright, never lost. God, that song is so good. Okay, that might be my pick. Fuck it. We're going to listen to the Highlander today on stream. Yep, we're doing it. We're fucking doing it. We're doing it. Here's the one, pure in his heart. Hold on, we're gonna do it right now. We're right now. Lost Horizon, the Highlander. Yeah! Hellfest ain't too shabby. Watain has some great live recordings too. The best quality for sure. Bloodstock. Oh yeah, Bloodstock's good too. Like the Meshuggah Bloodstock set. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Vaken's pretty good. I want the Watain guys to please release like the rest of like the 2007 Cynic concert. Please! Dulcet concert at Hellfest is the best one recording I've ever seen. Hell yeah. You wanted the live at Hellfest. I got distracted. Hell yes. My favorite power metal song? It has to be like the best power metal song of all time, right? I heard they're making the new Highlander movie with Henry Cavill. That could be based. Wait, 2024 is the one you wanted? Oh, live. Summer Breeze, sorry. Bro, that 2004 Winter Sunset at Summer Breeze. Holy shit, bro. Unbelievably good.